This isn't just a jersey. It's a symbol of courage, unity, and an unshakable will to win. From the thunderous roars of Ellis Park to the global stage of the Rugby World Cup, the Springboks have forged a legacy of passion, power, and unwavering spirit. For over a century, warriors have stepped onto the field wearing the green and gold, not just to play but to inspire a nation. These are the legends. This is their story. Chapter 1. The Trailblazers. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, touring was an adventure into the unknown. Teams faced months at sea, playing in vastly different conditions. These early Springboks were not just rugby players, they were explorers, ambassadors, and pioneers. The story of the Springboks begins not in roaring stadiums, but on dusty fields and long, arduous voyages. This is the tale of the Trailblazers, the pioneers who laid the foundation for a rugby legacy that would resonate across generations. Before the world knew the Springboks, before the green and gold became sacred, there was one man who made it iconic: Bennie Osler, the giant of the early game, fierce on the field, and a captain who made a decision that would shape a legacy. In 1903, needing jerseys for the South African side, Heatlie chose green and gold kits borrowed from his old club, Bishops in Cape Town. No one knew then that those colors would become the heartbeat of a nation. More than a century later, every player who pulls it on walks in the footsteps of the man who first gave it meaning. Bennie was, according to a contemporary player, all steel, and was considered by many good judges as the greatest forward South Africa produced during the first half of this century. Ubas Markater, the legendary Stellenbosch coach and longtime South African rugby selector, who for many years had a powerful influence on the game of rugby in this country, played both with and against Bennie Osler, and claimed that he was the greatest all-round forward this country has produced. Markater, who only died in 1957, saw a lot of outstanding players in the previous 60 years, so his opinion is one to be respected. Bob Loubser, who was the leading Springbok wing from 1903 to 1910, called Heatlie the greatest captain I ever played under. Bennie Osler, a name synonymous with tactical brilliance. His kicking, his game management, and his ability to control the flow of a match were revolutionary. He was a true rugby strategist. Bennie Osler scored 14 points against the All Blacks in the first test in Durban, a world record at that time. Against the Wallabies he reached 17 caps for South Africa, then another record. He changed the way that fly half was played and set the standard for generations. Okey Geffin, a kicking phenomenon. His accuracy, his distance, and his sheer power set records that stood for decades. He was a master of the boot, and a player that was feared by all opposition. Geffin was one of the few prop forwards in the game to kick for goal. The Springboks won 10 matches in a row, including a 4-0 whitewash of New Zealand on their 1949 tour to South Africa. Prop Okey Geffin helped kick the Springboks to victory. They won all 4 tests. This is him reliving the moment.
Came the fourth one. Now the funny thing happened in the fourth one. This one is about 45 yards out. Now, from Duvenacher, our vice captain, was the second kicker official. And he came running up and he asked me for the ball because he was the second kicker and I had 3 out of 3, so it was enough for me and I passed him the ball. The 56,000 or 60,000 people there screamed their heads off and he threw the ball back. Frik du Preez, our captain, then came running up and asked me Duvenacher who was mad.
And what were they actually shouting?
Well, they shouted that they wanted me to take the
kick,
kick.
sort of thing.
So there again took the kick, and this time I knew it was the whole game depended on this one. And as I hit the ball, the crowd behind the poles could see it was going. Then the screamers went up, and then I looked up and saw the ball passing. I can only tell you that even now, speaking to you, I'm getting gooseflesh.
Frik du Preez, the all-round titan. Frik du Preez, a legend voted as South Africa's greatest player of the 20th century, and rightfully so. His versatility was unmatched. He wasn't just a lock, he was an all-round force of nature. He possessed the strength of a forward, the skill of a back, and a boot that could win matches. Du Preez wasn't just a powerful presence in the lineout. He had an incredible turn of speed, deceptive running skills, and could kick with accuracy, penalties, conversions, even drop goals. A feat rarely seen today. His playing style was iconic. The image of him carrying the ball in one hand, fending off opponents with the other, became a symbol of Springbok power and inspired generations of young players. He played with a unique confidence and flair that captivated fans. He was a dominant figure for Northern Transvaal and the Springboks, leaving an indelible mark on the game. To many, he wasn't just one of the best, he was the embodiment of Springbok rugby in his era. He was a player that could do everything, and he set the standard for all future Springbok forwards. Danie Craven, the architect. Danie Craven, affectionately known as Doc, or Mr. Rugby, was a visionary who dedicated his life to the sport. His influence extended far beyond the field, shaping the very fabric of Springbok rugby. As a player, coach, and administrator, he was instrumental in its growth and development. Craven was a brilliant scrum half in his playing days, even perfecting the dive pass, but his true legacy lies in his leadership and administration. He coached the Springboks to unprecedented success and served as president of the South African Rugby Board for many years. He was a complex figure, deeply passionate about the game, and his impact is still felt today. Craven Week, the prestigious youth tournament, bears his name, a testament to his commitment to developing the next generation of players. He truly shaped South African rugby. These Trailblazers, with their courage, skill, and unwavering spirit, paved the way for the legends to come. Their legacy is etched in the green and gold, a testament to the enduring power of Springbok rugby. Join us in the next chapter as we explore the dawn of a new era and the rise of professionalism with the pioneers of professionalism. To make sure you don't miss the next part of our Springbok Saga, and to stay updated on all things Springbok, please subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us to bring you more stories from the rich history of South African rugby. Thanks for watching.